You remember when I told you a little while ago that Rebecca Lynn Pope was a feminist Tradcon ditch pig? And some of you jumped my shit about it? Oh, she's married, Hammerhand. Oh, man, she's so nice. Nah. Rebecca's not like that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk, back at you one more again. Yo, man. Yo. See that? I do that every time them motherfucking chickens come home to roost. Every single time. And another one has come home to roost, in the form of Rebecca Lynn Pope. Remember a little while ago when I made that comment that she was a feminist and that she was bullshitting you motherfuckers? And several of you were like, oh, no, Hammer, you got this wrong, man. You're misunderstanding. Please, I'm praying with you, Hammer. You've got to see the light with Miss Rebecca Lynn Pope. Well, we saw the light. We saw the light in the form of what she said and perpetrated upon Kevin Samuels. Right? Everybody's talking about this, man. You know why they're talking about this? Because it's staring them right in the fucking face. All of it. The whole goddamn thing. It's the whole ball of wax with these hoes now. He wasn't dishonest with this woman. When this woman sit here, he says, how would you, ma'am, rank yourself? Your face, blah, 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 your body and all your shits. And she ranked herself a 5. The last time I checked, a fucking 5 is average, right? And what else did he say? You strip off the weave or the wig, the hair hat, whichever one she's wearing. You take all that bullshit off of her fucking face. You take into account that there's a sketchy baby daddy, that there's a fucking child involved, that she's fucking used, abused, she's 35. And she drops at least a fucking point. A 4. At least a point. And you know that you're only getting that 4 if you have access to that ass whenever you want it and your food is hot and ready when you get home. And you know that's not going to be the case. Now she's less than a 4. A 3-5, maybe. You're looking at the overall picture. This is the way that men do it for the most part, except them suckers, them simps, them blue pillars, right? What do you got now? About a 3.5, a 3.5. These people don't see themselves that way. They see them as way above you, the worst of them. I made the analogy the other day in a video, the tree trunk on the machine gun range. They still see themselves as godly in comparison to any black man. They see themselves that way. They worship and chase after old white skin there. They're going to lie to you and say that that's not what they do. No. You misunderstanding that divest. You misunderstood that level up. Well, that's not what we're saying. No. That's what they're saying. Of course, that's what they're saying. Anybody but you. That's what they're saying. I'm going to play you an excerpt from Obsidian's recent stream. It's a good one. I would suggest if you have the time and you're interested in this Rebecca Lynn Pope bullshit, that you take a good long listen. Because Rebecca Lynn Pope betrays herself. She reveals herself. She pulls the fucking mask off. It's Skeletor in the flesh. Enjoy.
$25 super chat. Thank you so much for that, my brother. And he writes, this is proof that deep down, most of them run the same software. You know, it's getting harder and harder. It's getting harder and harder to argue otherwise. It really is. And my man, brother Xavier of the Prophet of Thought radio series, heard right here on YouTube, y'all. Y'all can check him out with the $2 super chat. He says Pope knows anti-KS is popular these days. Strange days indeed. Sad. Sad. So that brings us, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sad day, man. I mean, we're laughing to keep from crying, but this truly is a sad
everyone.
day.
Hello, loves.
And that brings us to you heard the little leak there. That brings us to this is sad. This brings us to today's tape of Miss Rebecca Lynn Pope. Now, earlier I read to you her post on Facebook, October 16th, 2020. I read that to you. That was back in October. I couldn't tell the difference between her and Cynthia G on that. I honestly couldn't. The word dusty flying everywhere, high value. It was clear that it was a dig at Kevin. It was clear. This is back in October. And now this. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, it's really sad, man. It's really sad. It truly is. Nevertheless, we press on and continue to present the evidence. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to play the whole thing. We're just going to play the relevant parts. You're looking at about half of the video because she goes into some other crazy stuff after that. But we're going to play the relevant part of today's video. You are at Kevin Samuels. You are average. We're going to play it. And I'm going to give you my commentary and response. This is earlier this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The day of the total solar eclipse. You cannot make this up. Will the real Rebecca Lynn Pope please stand up?
Hello, everyone. Hello, loves. I'm going to give just a couple minutes for our audience to build for a second. I am coming on unscheduled. I'm coming on to give my opinion.
Was it really unscheduled? I mean, again, October 16th, 2020, on her Facebook page, Miss Rebecca Lynn Pope writes a scathing post littered with the words, and I quote, dusty and high value. And today this. Does anybody buy that this was just off the cuff? Or was it a premeditated act? Fair use, fair use.
Everyone is messaging me, emailing me, inboxing me, you name it. And for anybody who has followed me or does follow me consistently, you know that I'm really off for the month of December. I've been doing some work, of course, for next year and stuff like that, but I'm not really working or making videos for the month of December. Tried to take off the whole quarter, but that didn't work so well just because we're so busy. Hey, everyone. Hello, 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 as you're coming on. I know that many of you have probably been waiting on this from me or needing this from me, and that's why I think God put it on my heart to come on this morning or today. Because honestly, this is something that, you know, it's funny. I'm going to say this. I sit back and I watch a lot of stuff on social media, guys, and I take a lot in. I don't respond to everything. As you guys know, I don't even make a lot of videos the way I really could or maybe even should. I don't know. I'm just busy, guys, you know. And that's one of the things I want to start off with talking about in this video is, you know, there is a huge difference between social media life and real life. I'm going to say it again.
No disrespect to anybody here, but I don't want to hear all that. We want to get to the good part.
See, and I know you don't, you're not expecting me to come on and preach. This young girl.
Here we go. 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 Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go.
Forces that are not on the side of hope, love, grace, peace, joy, abundant life, purpose, blessings, prosperity. There are, and I'm going to try to stay focused. So my honest response to this video is,
there it is.
He
there it is.
Spoke to her the way he did.
Come on with the waterworks, girl. Come on.
I wasn't thinking about no freaking viral video.
There it is.
I'm thinking about her.
Oh, yes, her. Yes.
Her.
Yes.
I'm thinking about this young girl.
There it is.
Who just had somebody.
Look at those waterworks. Oh, my God. Those crocodile tears. Oh, the tracks of my tears.
Belittling and so degrading.
So degrading.
That if this was my daughter,
my
if this
daughter.
was my child, if this was my.
That woman is middle-aged. She can't be your daughter because you're the same age as me. You'd have had a daughter like her. You'd have been a teenage baby mama. Stop it. Stop it. Doesn't it crack you up? I'm just going to go ahead and say this, man. So you got this entire cottage industry of leveling up, femininity. You know what I'm talking about. Get the bag. Isn't it interesting how every one of these avatars, you know who they are. Isn't it interesting that every one of them goes to the waterworks play in the playbook? Isn't that interesting? And they cry those crocodile tears. Isn't that, I mean, just, so convenient. They really have mastered the art of crying on cue, you know, like Becky does. Stop it. It doesn't work.
Niece, if this was somebody I love, and I don't know who she is.
Don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid, but she all up in it. Purple drink flavor. Let's continue.
But my heart.
Oh, her heart.
Young lady, we'll call her.
Her heart. Oh, my.
Maybe she's not a girl, but she's a young lady.
It's her heart.
My heart said.
It's something in my heart. Something in my heart. Something in my heart. Got a crush on you. You remember that song, right? Michelle A. You know what I'm talking about.
No. It's not right. I got some tissues, baby. Thank you. It's not right.
Please tell me. I could go along with if it was one of her children. Okay, fine. Please tell me that wasn't the good right Reverend Dr. Mr. Pope there giving her tissue. Please tell me that. Please. Please.
Right.
There it is. Come on, girl. Come on, get them waterworks going there. Come on now. Tito, hand me a tissue.
Because you don't know where someone is at in life. And when you have a heart after God and you have a heart after seeing good for people and you want the best for people, you don't say things like that to people. In this video, I want to draw a line in the sand. My name gets brought up so much when it comes to Kevin Samuels because I did a video 3 years ago that a lot of men who are hurting, a lot of men who are bitter, a lot of men who have had their hearts hurt by women, took one video I did about some women having too high of expectations and some women being too influenced by social media, and that some women are barracudas and some women of all colors, not Black women.
Notice, here it is. Right out of the BFF playbook, y'all. Now all of a sudden it's all women do it. All women do it. The white women do it too. Of course, we can't find a white version of your average at best. It doesn't exist on YouTube, doesn't exist on Facebook Live, doesn't exist on Instagram Live, ain't on Twitter, ain't on TikTok, ain't on Snapchat. Yeah, but white women do it too. Can't make this crap up, man. What a fucking I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is a huge, I keep telling people, I'm not angry with black women. See, Uncle Dave says, I don't hate black women, I understand them. My position is, I don't hate black women, I'm just disappointed with them. I'm so deeply disappointed. And Miss Rebecca Lynn Pope, I am so deeply disappointed in you. What a disappointment.
I see it in white women, Puerto Rican women, all types of women.
Yeah, but nobody sees it on Facebook. Nobody sees it on YouTube. Nobody sees it on Instagram. Nobody sees it on TikTok. Nobody sees it on Snapchat. Nobody sees it on Twitter. All we see are black women cutting the fool. All we see are black women putting it on the glass. All we see are black women twerking on the chairs. All we see are black women calling in the people and bogarting their show. That's all we see. Funny that.
A lot of these, there's a segment of women, just like there's a segment of men who are delusional, who have too high of expectations.
Notice how she said, a segment of men. No, show me the tape, Rebecca. Show me the tape. Show me the tape of a black man calling in to a black woman's show and bogarting her show and demanding that she hook him up with an Instagram model. Show the tape.
But is that all women? No.
Nobody said anything was all women. Nice straw man, Rebecca. Nice straw man. See, this is how you know that black women be on some BFF, because they don't even address the actual issue. What an embarrassment.
It's not all women. All women are not delusional. All women are not barracudas. All women are not gold diggers or users.
Once again, nobody said that. Nobody said that. Let's continue.
Okay, so I'm saying that because somebody want to speak for me and say what I'm saying. My life is dedicated to helping people heal.
Well, it didn't work with black women, did it? Which is the reason why you got out of the matchmaking business, right?
My life is dedicated to making a difference in people's life. What is my mission? My mission is abundant life. My mission is for everybody to do well. My mission is for everyone to do well.